species in ex situ through ex situ conservation. And we have behavioral enrichment of primates, carnivores, etc. I'll explain about it later. And we have herbivore safari and lion safari. Have explained you that our enclosures are very vast and large, naturalistic enclosures. This is white tiger enclosure. If you have seen here, white tiger is sitting beneath a tree. This is such a large enclosure. Animals feel that they are in their natural habitat. They have been enriched with the natural kind of enclosures. This is the white tiger enclosure. And this is lion enclosure, very, very, very big enclosures. You might have not seen anywhere like this enclosures. Wild dog enclosure, and this is bison enclosure. And this is our organizational chart. Curator is curator. Under me on ACF will be there, assistant curator. This is our staff, and we have 2 veterinary assistant surgeons and 1 biologist is there. And around 200 people are working here in the zoo park for maintenance as animal keepers, laborers in all type of categories. And this is a zoo park has been recognized as a large zoo. Earlier it was a medium zoo, and in 2017 it has been recategorized as large zoo by Central Zoo Authority. And these are the criteria, means large zoo should have 75 hectares of area, number of visitors should be 7.5, number of species should be 75, number of animals should be 750, number of endangered species should be 20, number of animals of endangered species should be 100. And below in this lower lines, if you have observed, we have fulfilled all the categories. Means the area also we have around 1254.71 hectares, and our visitors are around 5 to 6. The number of species are 88. Number of animals more than 1,000, and we have 32 endangered species, and we have around 368 endangered species number. And this is the this is our animal collection. Most of our animal collection includes Eastern Ghats fauna, and our mammal species are 32, bird species are 14, and reptiles reptiles 7, and we have total 88 species, out of which 32 species are endangered species. More than 1,000 species we have. Apart from these, we have free-ranging animals also. I have explained, that the zoo park has been established in the natural forest, reserve forest area. So apart from these housed animals, we have many free-ranging animals. Almost all Western Ghats population, wild fauna, we have here in the free-ranging. This is our zoo visitation and revenue. We have observed here earlier in 2018 and 19, the visitors number was around 6 lakhs per year, and the revenue was around 5 to 6 crores. After the COVID pandemic, it was drastically reduced, and we are receiving very meager amount of revenue, and the visitors number also has been reduced drastically. Now up to January, our revenue was only 2 crores, and number of visitors was around 2 lakhs. This is the what is enrichment? Enrichment is nothing but we used to provide some we used to arrange, means we'll provide some structures like machans and swimming pools like that, so that animals will not feel monotony. In the wild, they will be having many activities, like they used to hunt, they used to walk, they used to run, they used to swim, they used to climb trees. They used to have many activities in the wild. But here we are confining those animals in the enclosures. So we are providing these machans, structures like that, so that they will have some activity. They will not feel monotony, and they can exhibit their natural behavior. That is the concept behind that. So the enclosures are enriched with all these structures to improve their behavioral behavior. These are all the enrichments we have provided in the enclosures. We have provided animals and birds of our zoo park. Apart from these vegetables and all, we used to purchase from outside. But and apart from this, we are maintaining around 22 hectares of water plants inside our zoo park. We are having, cultivating napier grass, kofor, hedge lucerne, sorghum, jowar, like that. Mango and all. We are providing, means we are doing here organic farming. And these are the visitor amenities which are providing to the visitors. We have eco-friendly and pollution-free battery-operated vehicles. Presently, we have only 15 vehicles, and we wanted to improve the number. And we have cycles and e-bicycles, and signages on mythology. I have explained about it earlier. And we have QR code placed outside every animal enclosure. If anyone wanted to know more about that animal, they can scan that QR code, and entire information about that particular animal will come in their mobiles. They can read that. And we are providing purified RO water, and we have adequate shelters, zoo school we have, and one souvenir shop, children play area, parking is there, and digital ticketing is there. These are the facilities we are providing to the visitors. This is the QR code I have explained. Anyone can scan this QR code so that they'll get the information about that particular animal. This is lion safari and herbivore safari. Many of you have visited SV Zoo Park. These are the young ones of our zoo park. And summer arrangements. All of you know about the temperatures of Tirupati, which sometimes go up to 47 degrees also. So as a part of summer arrangements, we used to provide shade shelters with natural materials, and we used to cover the enclosures with shade nets, and we are providing even coolers to the animals in the night house. And we used to water the vetiver mats which are covered the enclosures like that. These are the sprinklers. These are the summer measures we have taken to reduce the impact of heat on the wild animals. And coming to this veterinary care, we have very good veterinary unit here. We have very good zoo hospital equipped with all kinds of equipment. And we have an isolation ward where we used to keep the sick animals. And quarantine center, if you have bring any animal from outside, we used to keep them in quarantine center for 45 days. After that only we'll mix them with the other animals. And we have a postmortem room. These are all tranquilizing equipment. It is used for rescuing of animals and for giving injections like that. These are all the equipments we are having here in the veterinary hospital at the zoo park. We have 2 veterinary assistant surgeons and his lab technician. These are all the rescue activities we have taken care. These are the prophylactic measures. Maintaining wild animals in the zoo park is it's a challenging one, because we have to take care of each and everything. Especially prevention is better than cure. So we have to maintain the animal enclosures very clean, and we have to give them vaccination as per schedule, so that to prevent the diseases and all. So we used to vaccinate large carnivores like lion, tiger, etc. trypanosomiasis disease for every 6 months. And we used to vaccinate lesser carnivores like wild dogs, hyena, jackal, and all against distemper, parvo influenza, etc. And we used to vaccinate birds also against rannicate disease. Deworming should be done for all the animals and birds for every 3 months. And we used to disinfect the animal enclosures with Botox, Corseline, etc. for every 2 months. This is very, very important, which we have to maintain as per the schedule. These are the prophylactic measures we used to take carry out in the zoo park. Sanitization of the vehicles. These are the COVID measures. We have really that was a very COVID pandemic time. That was very challenging time. That COVID time, we have sanitized each and every vehicle which used to come from outside, and even we have sanitized the roads also. During COVID, we have given means whatever meat we are providing to the animals, so we have dipped them in the hot water for 10 minutes. After that only we have supplied, and even we have provided PPE kits to all the animal keepers, and we have insisted them to wear PPE kit while supplying the meat to the animals. And we have washed, means we used to wash animals with salt water, and we have installed one intelligent disinfection tunnel which will automatically scan their temperature, and if any abnormalities are observed, means will not allow them into the zoo park. These were all the COVID precautionary measures we have taken. Have explained you about this conservation breeding program for grazing alfalfa. It was started in the 2014 with the financial support of Central Zoo Authority. It was started with the 33 grazing alfalfa, and the genetic purity was tested by Lacoons, Hyderabad. And we have constructed off-display center which have 32 pens, and in that presently we have around 65, male 32, female 31, and chicks 2. This is the off-display center. These are all the enrichments we have. The enclosures are enriched with such kind of structures, hideouts, and palmyra stumps, etc., so that they will have some activity and they will be active. Other than this, the main objective of zoo park is conservation education. Wildlife means spreading the conservation of wildlife conservation is an important objective. So for on every significant days, we used to conduct many activities like competitive exams we used to conduct, like a quiz, paintings, etc. And we used to create awareness among the visitors, people, and all on wildlife. These are the programs we have conducted here. And I wanted to explain about the animal adoption program, because I have told you that around 200 people are working here, and zoo park should be self-sustainable as per Central Zoo Authority, because we will not be receiving any funds from to be dependent on their own revenue generated through the ticketing. So we are promoting this animal adoption program. So what is this means? Anyone can adopt animal or bird from the zoo park, so that they can pay some, they can donate some amount, whatever they wanted to give, they can donate the amount to the zoo park. So we'll spend that amount for the maintenance of the animals and birds. So they'll get one certificate, animal adoption certificate they'll get. And if you have donated more than 10,000, means will give one letter. They can file for income tax exemption also under 80G, and they will be giving free tickets also depending upon their donations. So last year, State Bank of India, Tirupati, have donated around 15 lakhs for the zoo park and adopted 15 animals. For 1 year, they have adopted 15 animals. And you know that Infosys Foundation, they have Infosys Foundation Bangalore, they have constructed a boundary wall on the northern side of the zoo park. It was around 7 kilometers, which cost around 15 crores. So these are the contributions they have made for the zoo park, Infosys Foundation. We were very thankful for that. And we are encouraging donations and adoption programs for the zoo park. It will definitely support wildlife conservation. So on this platform, I request all the participants to think over on this issue, on this matter. You can adopt any animal of your favorite, means any favorite animal or bird you can adopt, and you can contribute anything for the zoo park. And you know what are the role of zoological parks in wildlife conservation? It will provide an opportunity to know the behavior of wild animals in captivity, because at a time, if any person can visit a zoo park, at a time they can see 50 to 100 animals, depending upon the availability of the animals. They can see at a time more animals at one place. So they have an opportunity to know the behavior of wild animals in captivity. And zoo parks facilitate breeding of endangered species, which faces the threat of getting extinct in the wild. We have around 32 endangered species. So we are facilitating the breeding program here. So we are conserving, we are facilitating and it acts as a rescue and rehabilitation center for wild animals, and it facilitates education about wild animals through awareness programs. These are the roles of zoological parks in wildlife conservation. Thank you very much for giving this opportunity and for sharing, for giving this valuable time so that I can share. I could have I have this opportunity to share my views and all. Thank you very much. Thank you. Hello, sir. Hello.
Hello. Thank you, madam, for your valuable speech on ex-situ conservation of wild animals. Your talk is informative and appropriate on the occasion of World Wildlife Day celebrations. Thank you, madam.
Thank you.
Thank you, Mrs. Himashailaja Garu, for accepting our invitation in spite of your busy schedule. Thank you, madam, for enlightening us with the mythological theme of zoo and explaining about the ex-situ conservation, and also for highlighting the zoo activities and special features with beautiful pictures. Thank you, madam, for your constant encouragement, continuous cooperation and support while our students are visiting your SV Geological Park for project work. And one more thing, madam, we will promote animal adoption scheme in our university. Thank you, one and all.
Thank you very much, madam. Thank you.
Now over to Dr. Hemavati, Assistant Professor of Zoology, to take over the technical session.
Thank you, madam. A pleasant morning to everyone. I am Dr. B. Hemavati, member of organizing committee of one-day national webinar on World Wild Day celebrations. On behalf of Department of Biosciences and Sericulture, and on my own behalf, I once again welcome you all to this one-day national webinar on World Wildlife Day celebrations. I feel privileged to introduce the speaker of technical session, Dr. M. Bhupesh Gupta Garu, who is an eminent founder and director of the UEF, a famous biologist in Tamil Nadu. Dr. Bhupesh Gupta received an undergraduate degree in botany 2004, master's degree in wildlife biology 2006 from Bharatiya University, Tamil Nadu. He received Doctor of Philosophy in Zoology 2016 from Sri Venkateshwara University, Tirupati, Andhra Pradesh. He worked as a Junior Research Fellow in Center Soil and Water Conservation Research Training Institute and Research Center, Udagamandalam, project title Afforested Shola and Swamps in the Nilagiri district, Tamil Nadu, June 2006 to March 2007. He worked as a biologist in Biodiversity Research Center and monitoring research laboratory project Tiger Sri Salem, March 2007 to February 2008. He worked as a wildlife biologist in Wildlife Management Division, Sulurpet, in a project entitled sanctuary management techniques and the status of biodiversity in Pulicat and Nelapattu Bird Sanctuary from February 2008 to July 2009. He worked as biologist in Wildlife Management Division, Tirupati. He worked as research personnel in Wildlife Institute of India, Dehradun, project entitled Monitoring Tiger to Predator, Prey and Their Habitat in India from February 2010 to June 2011. He worked biolab of Sesachalam Hills, Wildlife Management Circle, Tirupati, Andhra Pradesh, Forest Department as biologist on May 2011 to he joined in Pichadikulam Forest from August 2014 to September 2017 as a senior wildlife biologist. Currently running an organization is called Universal Eco Foundation. The main aim is conservation of biodiversity in different habitats from September 2017 onwards. He published 63 research papers, 2 discovery, their new locality records, 4 new records, and 1 first record in India. Also, 7 books were published in national and international levels. These are few glimpses of Sir Dr. B. Bhupesh Gupta Garu. As the time is limited, I have constructed myself to present only a few silent features of Dr. Bhupesh Gupta. I am very much happy to present the brief biodata of Dr. Bhupesh Gupta, and thank you organizers for giving me this wonderful opportunity. Now, I request Dr. Bhupesh Gupta to deliver his talk on importance of wildlife with a special reference to snakes. I welcome you, sir. Thank you, one and all. Over to Dr. Bhupesh Gupta.
Namaste, ma'am. Are you audible, ma'am?
Yes, you are audible. Yes, you are audible, Dr. Gupta.
Yes, ma'am. I am waiting for your approval only because it is not connecting. So now it's fine. It's visible my slide. Visible my slide? Ma'am, is it visible? Ma'am, it is visible, my slide.
Yes, sir. It is clear, sir.
Visible, my slide is visible.
Yes, sir.
Vanakkam, Vandanam, Namaste, Namaskar, and good morning. I feel very happy and great pleasure to be here. Is audible?
Yes, sir. It is audible.
Screen is visible, ma'am?
Yes, visible and audible, sir.
Yes, ma'am. Thank you. Yeah. So wish you a happy world. So very, very important day today. So we know that. So wildlife day is the very important aspect to us. So without wildlife, we cannot live in this earth. That is a very important aspect. We have to know the importance of wildlife. Before that, why we have to conserve wildlife? What is the relationship between wildlife and a human being? So what kind of role animals are doing in this environment? So we have to know it. So without knowing wildlife, no one's coming forward to conserve wildlife. So this is a special day to us to protect our environment, protect our wildlife, protect our nature. So we have to think about it each and every time. Without wildlife, we cannot live in this earth. Is a volume is more or less?
Okay, sir.
Okay.
Okay, sir.
Now you can see the indicator signal. Your everyday life, we are following this. In the roadside, you are traveling 5 minutes or 10 minutes or 20 minutes or half an hour. We need signal. We need indicator. If anybody want to drive their bike, need the signal or indicator. Anybody driving car needs signal and indicator. When you are crossing the road, need signal or indicator. The indicator is not there, definitely the accident will happen more and more. You can think about it. Within half an hour, 1 hour, 3 hours, traveling time, you are thinking about, you are following the indicator. Who is the lifetime indicator for us? So that is called biodiversity. That is called wildlife. Without wildlife, we cannot move anywhere. We cannot live in this earth. So based on that only, I'm going to talk about the importance of wildlife. So why we have to conserve wildlife? What kind of wildlife the role doing in the environment? We have to know it everything. First of all, you got to think about it in the biodiversity. We know the biodiversity. The biodiversity means it's a biological diversity. It's a variety of living organism. It's called biodiversity. So we having 3 major types. The first one is genetic diversity. The second one is species diversity. The third one is ecosystem diversity. The genetic biodiversity means in a different in DNA among individuals. For example, the hibiscus rosa sinensis, the hibiscus flower, that is a species is called hibiscus rosa sinensis, but we having different color of flower. You can see the Homo sapiens, our human being, we having different colors. That's called the different in DNA among their individual bodies. That's what it is a genetic diversity, very important aspect in our environment, and followed by the species diversity. The species diversity means a variety of species in given area. Each and every area we can see the different species. For example, the neem tree is the Rasaddirecta indica. Teak tree is the Tectona grandis. So mango tree is the Mangifera indica. So lion is there, tiger is there. So we have wild dog, wild pig. So everything, it is different kind of species. So having in the different kind of ecosystem, it is called the species diversity. The third one is ecosystem diversity. Ecosystem diversity means it's a variety of habitat ecosystem in communities. So you can see that different kind of ecosystem we having. We having dense forest, we having the freshwater ecosystem, we having the mangrove ecosystem, we having desert ecosystem, we having the savanna ecosystem, we having different ecosystem in India. So the different kind of ecosystem having different kind of biodiversity. So we have to conserve the 3 important types of biodiversity, then only the ecosystem will survive in the correct manner. If you are conserve only genetic diversity, if you are left the species diversity, ecosystem diversity, it is a big issue. If you consider only ecosystem diversity, if you left species diversity and genetic diversity, that also a big issue. So how our body is maintaining? We need hand, we need leg, we need eyes, we need kidney, we need liver, we need organs. All the organs, if you working properly, the human can survive properly. If something getting damaged, something is not functioning, our body is not maintaining. Like that, in this ecosystem, in this environment, we have to conserve each and every biodiversity from the microorganism to top carnivore, top herbivore. That is a very important aspect to protect our wildlife. Then only you can go in the head and you can live in happily. You can see here, so the nature always reply. Most of the place I am talking about this only. Always nature can reply. If you go to the inside the forest, if you make the sound, hello, you can get the echo. So then only you are realizing the nature is replying. Not like that. Each and every area, nature can observe. The nature can observe us. If you're doing good thing, definitely you can get good thing. If you do the bad thing, definitely you can face the bad thing. That's what now you are facing so many issues. Earthquake is coming, the tsunami is coming, flood is coming. So some landslide is coming because of nature always replay. So don't forget it. If you do the good thing, definitely you can get good thing. If you do the bad thing, definitely it will reflect. So food chain, food web, you know very well about that. So from childhood onwards, you were studying food chain, food web. Without food chain, food web the chain is formatted. So you have to conserve from top carnivore to herbivores and small vegetations, insect, bees, frog, fishes, everything you have to conserve. So one species depend on other species. So each and every species having different kind of links. The links should be properly balancing, mean the nature is going good way. If some other place is got extinct, some other place the chain got some cutted, something problem in, definitely getting big issue. So that we have to maintain the chain, we have to maintain the food web. That is a very important aspect to protect our wildlife. So we know that the number of biodiversity in India, so we having almost mammals 350 species, birds 1226 species, reptile 420 species, amphibian 140 species, fishes 2000 species, insects 50,000 species, and plant 45,000 species. So we having very less biodiversity. That's what each and every event, each and every program, institution, college, organizing seminar, conference, workshop, because of your lack of wildlife, you are losing so many wildlife. So that's what we have to protect, we have to conserve. That's what now the world, that Wildlife Day also celebrating. Because of that, we have to create among awareness towards students as well as public to protect our environment. So you can see here the conservation strategies in India. So we having number of zoo 165, now is increased so many also. This is a national park, sanctuaries, biosphere reserve, marine biosphere reserve, mangrove area, Ramsar site, tiger reserve, elephant. There are so many protected area network we having. So this is mostly take care of the state government, especially for forest department. The forest department working 24 hours. That only not forest department working because of us. So we are also have to conserve. We also have to protect this, all the wildlife, all the forest. Mean definitely our future generation will enjoy a lot. If you are destroying everything, definitely the future generation is a very question mark to live in this ecosystem. So we know that the COVID versus human, the present situation you are facing, the pandemic is the COVID, the corona. So why I am saying here COVID versus human? Always you are thinking about the India versus Pakistan, New Zealand versus Pakistan, having one-day international match, for kabaddi match, for hockey match, for football match, like that. But you can see now here, COVID versus human. So who is the hero, who is the villain? So we have to think about it. Now you can ask to village people, they can say the human is the villain, the COVID is the hero. Somebody can say COVID is the villain, human is the hero. So that real aspect is the COVID is always hero, the human is the villain. The manishi okkare ikkada prapanchamulo villain. It is like always the destroying all the habitat. COVID is we having already coronavirus, all the body having coronavirus, but the multiplied by human being. Because of the environmental getting destroyed, there are so many animals got extinct, the forest getting disturbed, there are so many plants got extinct. That's what it's getting imbalance in our environment. That's what the COVID is spreading everywhere. If the nature is the good, the wildlife is good, there is no one virus will affect anyone. So now we're affecting this pandemic situation because of it's happened in an imbalance in our nature. So how the human is a villain mean, you can see here, it's 1922, 2020, almost 400
ఇప్పుడు వస్తాను. Dr. Gupta. Dr. Gupta, please continue.
Madam, hello.
Hello. It is coming now. Please continue. Okay. Yeah, so okay. A slide is there. Importance of wildlife. First slide is there. First slide is there, ma.
Hello, ma'am.
Sir, yes, you are audible, sir. Please continue, sir.
My slide is visible.
Yes, sir. Audible, sir. Slide matram
I'm keeping 3-4 connected.
ఉన్నాయి సైడ్ లో ఉన్నాయి స్లైడ్స్
My slide is visible, ma'am.
Slides are also visible, sir.
Now, Chedi.
Yes, sir. సారీ మేడం వచ్చేటట్టు లేదు నేనే చెప్పాలి.
Okay, ma'am. The construction strategies in India. That slide is visible, no?
మీ చేతిలో
Ma'am, my slide is visible or not, ma'am? The conservation strategies in India slide. Hello? Hello?
Slide 30.
Ma'am, is visible? Hello? Ma'am, is visible?
Yes, sir, visible.
Yes, sir. Visible, sir. Slide is visible.
What to do? The conservation strategies in India and it is article. The article, ma'am?
Yes, sir, audible, sir.
Okay. Okay, that's what I were already listening about this.
Audible,
the
sir.
COVID versus human. Slide is changing.
Slide also there.
Okay, ma'am. Thank you. Yeah, that's what I said. It's 1920, almost 420,000 because of human. The cheetah, beautiful animals, got extinct in India because of the human. So you can see the tiger population almost reduced because of the human is a very dangerous animal. That's what I said. Major threats to wildlife. This is the major threats in India. The big problem is the habitat loss, poaching, and wildlife trade. Also, you can see the tiger. This is a top carnivore in the forest. That's what the government of India are protecting, especially for the tiger project. Because the tiger population is good, the tiger survival is good, so automatically all the species will good. That's what the government of India first initiated for the top carnivore, especially for the all India tiger project. Also bat, the very important species in our environment. So we having two important species. The one is for seed dispersal, doing for the fruit eating bat. Another one is for the insectivorous bat. So one day the insectivorous bat eating 3,500 to 5,000 mosquito can eat per day. You can think about it. So also each and every species having good virus as well as bad virus. When the bad virus will reflect me, when you are destroying the habitat, when you are cutting all the trees, when you are losing this, all the habitat, then only the good virus also sometimes will reflect like that. So you can see here, this wasp and bees are the topest civil engineer in the world. Which making is a very big home for the construction and everything. We people are following this and constructing apartment, department, everything. Also, you can see this Baya weaver bird. It's a very beautifully will construct the nest. So based on that only, there are so many civil engineers making home and they're making the construction and everything based on the trees nest. Also, you can see that's a thousands of miles will go and collect the honeys and everything. People are using that. So everything we're getting from the nature only. We're getting already, Himalayan said, we're getting good air, we're getting water, we're getting vegetables, we're getting all the things, everything from the nature. But what if we're giving back to the nature? That is the question mark now. So you can see the bees. The bees is the almost 80% of pollinator, especially doing for the crops and everything. That's what you were now eating the food and everything. Without bees, definitely we cannot live in this ecosystem. Within 2 years, that globe will go. The earth will definitely it will destroy. You can see these birds, and mostly having birds, animals, everybody is that female having always dull, male having well bright. Because of female having more responsibility, that's what female always do dull, especially in the wildlife aspect. You can see the butterflies. Why we have to consider butterfly mean? It is an indicator of climate change. So all the butterfly will go one place to other place mean definitely after that it will come the big issue in the habitat. So that's what the government scientists, everybody looking the habitat and rectifying those habitat. You can see here, especially for the climate change and global warming, we're always talking about climate change and global warming. So because of, we don't need to compare any data. You can compare, especially for how you were lived 10 years back, 15 years back, how you were living 10 years back and the present. 10 years back, you can see that we having very beautiful house, we having vegetable gardens, we having almost we having in the chicken in our house, and we having egg, we have milk, and the people are doing for manually for grinding masala and everything, they're making everything. So our happy, our life also very happy, we enjoyed a lot, and we lived a very happy life. But the current situation, how we are living, you can see that. So everything getting from the supermarket. If you are getting chicken masala, you can get mutton masala, you can get fish masala, you can get ready-made items, everything in the supermarket. So that's what now you are all are going walking and everything for early morning. 15 years back, no one going for walk. They will go for the work, they will eat and they will sleep. But present situation, you are eating so many unwanted things and you are getting everything stored items. We are keeping in our fridge also all the old items and everything. So you are eating almost day by day. You are taking from the fridge and you are heating and then you are eating. So anybody want idli or dosa, what they're doing is they're keeping the pindi fridge lo pettestaru. Almost 1 month varaku pindi fridge lo untai. So one day idli dosa, next day idli dosa, 5th day idli dosa, 1 month idli dosa, ilanti stay untaru. So అందుకబట్టి మనకి చాలా ప్రాబ్లం వస్తాయి. And the same thing you can see earlier what they're doing is 15 years back or 10 years back, they'll go the morning time, they'll make the pindi moggu. And the present situation, they are all making for the permanent this thing, drawing and everything in front of their house. They are sleeping lot. You can see here frog. Why we have to consider frog mean? The frog is the indicator of fragmentation. So once the frog will go one place to other place mean, definitely after 24 hours, it will come the bhookampam, it will come the earthquake. So that's what in China, Japan, it's happened. All the frog going one place to other place, all the people taking photograph and everything. Finally, what happened is entirely got destroyed. You can see here, especially everyday life, there are so many animals got killed. So many animals is dying. So without decomposing, we cannot live in this earth. Definitely it will become more diseases. That's what the worm, termite, dung beetle is doing excellent role in our environment to decomposing all the dead animals and everything. So now you can see the vulture and crow. It is a very good scavenger in our environment. Everyday life, it's a cleaning our environment, our street, our side, roadside, any animals is got killed or something like that. Immediately it's a cleaning crow and vulture. So now almost so many vulture got extinct because of you're using so many pesticides, everything to the crop. The crop will eat the goat and everything. Then goat will die. Then we're throwing out. That meat it will eat the vulture, everything got toxin. Then the vulture population also got extinct. So many animals got almost extinct. So you can see here wild pig. Why we have to consider wild pig mean? The wild pig is the farmer of the front. Forest area, especially wherever the unnecessary weed is there, the unnecessary weed, everything it will remove the wild pig. It will eat the that inside the stream, everything it will eat the pig, and it will removing all the unnecessary weeds. Then only the trees will grow well. So that we are happily living now. So now we can see the water area, the we are having water birds and everything in wetland area. The wetland is the supermarket. We can get everything from the wetland. So wetland is not there. We cannot live in this area also because of we need water. So water need mean that all the bird is there in that wetland area. The water is good. There is no bird will prefer the wetland. You can see automatically the indicator of water quality actually. So also you can see the marine ecosystem. Marine ecosystem also very, very important aspect to protect our environment. So each and every species doing excellent role and balancing the marine ecosystem. Especially you can see the blue whale. Blue whale can eat per day 40 million krill. You can imagine one blue whale eat 40 million krill. So there is no blue whale in the marine ecosystem. The krill population will increase more and more. Finally, the marine ecosystem will collapse. So that we have to conserve, especially each and every ecosystem. Now you can see the mangrove ecosystem. The mangrove ecosystem is the very richest mangrove ecosystem in our country. So we can see there are sea animals, especially prawn, crab, the fishes, that everything will go inside the mangrove root. It will making for the breeding ground. Also breeding ground, also so many birds for the home to live in the mangrove habitat, having for roosting ground, breeding ground. Also the people, so many fishermen getting a livelihood because of this mangrove ecosystem. Also, it is a recreational activity also. There are tourism also, the ecotourism. In Pondicherry area also, to mangrove boating also. Pichavaram also there in mangrove. Sundarapon also mangrove habitat is there. Uttarpet also mangrove habitat is there. It is the richest habitat. So without a mangrove ecosystem, we cannot eat fish and everything. So we have to conserve the mangrove ecosystem. You know, elephant, even Tirupati also is having elephant, because the elephant is a very good engineer in the forest. It is pruning that all the unnecessary branches, everything in the tree. Also, it's a creating pathway to herbivore, especially for tiger and leopard. Also, that having so many minerals can eat this insect, all the reptiles and everything also. Also, detecting soil leaks from the forest area. Hello. Hello, ma'am. Hello. Hello, ma'am. Am I visible, ma'am? I'm not getting anything. I'm not replying, ma'am. I'm not getting anything. Hello. Hello.
Sir, you're not audible, sir.
Hello. Audible?
Sir, yes, sir.
Yes, sir.
My bird slide is visible. My birds slide are visible.
Visible, sir. Visible, sir.
Okay, ma'am. Thank you. Yeah, wherever you're going to the forest area or wetland area. Hello. So we have to look everything actually. There are so many birds there. The first one is the Indian roller. It will make sound like this. You can see the red bird laughing. So it will be like this. There are so many birds will give the different sound.
Sir, you are not audible, sir.
Now audible?
Yes, sir.
My snake is visible.
Yes, now audible, sir.
Snake visible?
Yeah, yes, visible, sir.
Yes,
You are
ma'am.
visible and audible. Please continue, sir.
Thank you. This is common sandbow. This is one of the non-venomous snakes. It's nothing will happen. You can find many species inside the mud. So moreover, the rat hole is there. In that hole, you can find this. This is a non-venomous snake species. Nothing will happen. This is for red sandbow. Rendutala paamuni cheptaru, but it is 100% non-venomous snakes. This nothing will happen. So no need to worry about this everything. So I am showing all the species for non-venomous snakes. This is Indian rock python. We know that mostly you can find, especially the hilly area. In Tirupati forest, we are having more and more. But this is also one of the non-venomous snake species. And the biggest non-venomous snake species in India, it's a rock python. This is checkered keelback. Mostly you can find, especially the water area, it's a non-venomous snake species. This is dark-faced water snake. This is one of the non-venomous snake species. Mostly you can see the marine ecosystem. This is one of the olive keelback snake. This is non-venomous snake species. Mostly you can find, especially in the lake, wherever it is the freshwater tank is there. In the agricultural land, you can find this. This is rat snake. So one of the Jeripotini chapter, it is called something. What he called Tamil, I don't mean Tamil. It is a Sarapambu. In that in Telugu, I don't know exactly. It's a Jeripoth something. It's called. It's a rat snake. Somebody will think rat snake and cobra will mate. So not like that. It's a rat snake. It's a different species. Cobra is a different species. This is one of the wolf snake. Mostly you can find, especially night timing. Wherever you're keeping the stone, wherever you're keeping the dry leaf litter, those areas you can find this wolf snake. This is one of the bridal snake. Mostly you can find wherever the water area is there, wherever insect population more, those areas you can find this bridal snake. It is one of the non-venomous snake species in India. This is black-headed snake, mostly quite common wherever the leaf litter is there. Those areas you can find this black-headed snake. This is barred wolf snake. This barred wolf snake also non-venomous snake species. This mostly you can find, especially for night timing, especially the wherever some surface is there, those areas you can find this. This is bobstaged keelback. This is nothing will happen. So sometime if you bite something you meat, it's nothing will happen. It's getting sometime light allergy. Otherwise, nothing. There's no problem. This is trinket. It's aggressive, but nothing will happen. Mostly you can find in the hilly area. This is tree snake. Mostly you can find this species, especially on the tree. But it is one of the non-venomous species in India. It's no need to worry about this. This is a cat snake. Mostly you can see the grassland area. But this one is a mildly venomous snake. But if you bite him, you can get giddiness and a kind of small symptoms. but nothing will happen for your life. So this is green wine snake. So most you can find especially on the tree. So this is very soft body the snakes having, but nothing will happen. Sometimes it's having for mildly venomous. If you bite, sometimes we're getting giddiness, sometimes we're getting for itchiness, and some kind of allergy will come. But life, there is no issue for this green wine snake because of this is a mildly venomous snake species. So this is a Sri Lankan flake snake. The India first time discovered in the Tirupati area. This is one of the mildly venomous snakes, but the first time reported in India, especially in Tirupati. So now so far I shown everything for non-venomous snakes. Now I'm going to show for the venomous snakes. So we have to be very careful in that 4 only. This is the big 4 venomous in India. We having almost a cobra, it's a crate, it's a Russell viper and a Saskel viper. It's a Nagapambu. So sometimes Katla Pambu, Ratha Pinjari and Gutla Pinjari. This Nalu Pambu, Madakara Ulla, venomous snake species. This is ఒకటి మా జాగ్రత్తగా చూసుకుంటామన్న చాలు. ఇదికి ముందు చూపించినది అన్ని కూడా నాన్ వెనమస్ స్నేక్స్, ఏ కలిసినా కూడా ఏమి ప్రాబ్లం లేదు. ఈ పాంబు మనకు 4 బిగ్ వెనమస్ స్నేక్స్ ని చెప్తారు ఇండియాలో. నాగపాంబు, కట్ల పాంబు, రక్త పింజరి అండ్ గుడ్ల పింజరి. ఇస్ వెరీ కేర్ఫుల్ గా చూసుకోవాలి. దిస్ ఇస్ యూ కెన్ సీ ద రక్త పింజరి. పైన చూసారంటే డైమండ్ 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 అలాగా వస్తుంది. మనం ఎలా నెక్లెస్ చేసుకుంటామో ఆ నెక్లెస్ అలాగా ఉంటాయి. ఇట్ విల్ గివ్ ద వార్నింగ్. దగ్గర మోస్ట్లీ యూ కెన్ సీ ద అగ్రికల్చర్ ఏరియా wherever rat population ఎక్కడ ఎక్కువ ఉందో అక్కడ చూడవచ్చు. మీరు దగ్గర పోయినారంటే it will give the sound like.
Please share the slide, sir.
Oh, it's not shown. My slide is not.
Sir, slide is not moving, sir.
Now?
Slide is not moving, sir.
Now, ma'am?
No, sir. Yes, sir. It's moving, sir.
Yeah. Yes, ma'am. This is for Ratha Pinjari. I chapter kada. This is for the Russell viper. We got to be very careful in that only. You can see the top of the question having diamond, diamond, diamond. It will give the warning like a cooker whistle. So anybody getting this bite mean definitely it will inject. So this is one of the hemotoxin will affect the blood system. After biting 10 to 15 minutes, they will do the blood vomiting. So this is a very good symptom will come within 10 to 15 minutes. If you go to the government hospital, they will give the treatment, but nothing will happen. Within 10 minutes, you can see the symptom. This is called Ratha Pinjari Dattara. So you can see this. Now slide is changing, ma'am.
Yes, sir.
Yeah, this is
Slide is visible,
Pinjari.
sir, and also moving,
Yeah.
sir.
Yeah, Gudla Pinjari. This is a soft viper. This is a very small snake. Maximum you can see the half feet to 1 feet. So mostly you can find is the rocky area. So this will bite mean this also getting pain. Also we can see the swelling. So the not big, it will come the little bit of blood in this mouth. Also anybody going urine, the urine side also it will come the blood. So this snake will bite also within 10 to 15 minutes. They can know the symptom. If you go to the government hospital, the doctor will give the treatment. So there's nothing will happen for anything. So now we know this is a Nagapambu. It's a Cobra. It's called Cobra. These snakes mostly you can find especially everywhere. It is one of the neurotoxin species. If you bite me within half an hour, you can see the swelling and we cannot breathe properly. Also getting for pain, severe pain, headache and everything will come. So I shown first one Ratha Pinjari for Russell viper. Second one is the Gudla Pinjari for Saskel viper. The third one is the Nagapambu. It is the Cobra. This snake, 3 snake, anybody getting bite, you can know the symptom. You can go to the government hospital. The doctor will give the snake antivenom serum. Our life is safety. There is no problem. In present level in India, there are 50,000 people dying because of snake bite. So because of this Katla Pambu, it's called Kattivirian Tamil chapter. It is English called it's a crate. This snake is the deadly venomous snakes in India. This is the Katlapamani chapter. It is this snake will, the cobra will bite 10 times in. This one time he bite, it is equal to the 10 bite of cobra. You can imagine, because of 50,000 people dying because of snake bite in India. So because of this Katlapamu, this crime. Why? You know, because of there is no symptom at all. Anybody playing cricket, anybody playing in the ground, if the snake will bite, we don't know the symptom. Anybody night timing, if he's sleeping, the snake will bite and it will go. We cannot find any mark, we cannot find any swelling, we can't get any pain also. So that's what in India, there are 50,000 people dying because of snake bite, especially for this crime. But only one symptom will start after half an hour, after 1 hour, only one snake, this symptom will start. What you know, it is getting stomach cramp, abdomen pain will stop. So anybody getting stomach pain for after night, mid-time or something like that, don't delay. You can directly go to the government hospital. So because of so many people, what the thing is, anybody getting the snake bite mean, we're getting normal stomach pain like this. So many people getting in the house itself, they're taking for tablet, they're taking for the kashayam, they're taking for the some Ayurveda things, and they keep on delaying. Finally, they're going to the government hospital, mean the people can die. So that's what I'm going to say is, anybody getting night having stomach pain, you can don't delay. You can go to directly government hospital. Because of the snake bite mean there is no mark, there is no swelling, there is no pain. So nothing symptom is there. Only one symptom is arise after 45 minutes, after 1 hour. That also is coming for the stomach pain. So we have to spread this awareness towards your friends, your family also. Anybody night time getting stomach pain, don't delay. Directly you can go to the government hospital. Only one solution is snake antivenom serum. That only one medicine having in India, snake antivenom serum only. There is no other medicine available in India for snake bite. So now what to do, what not to do, that is a very important aspect. Anybody getting snake bite mean, don't take rope and don't take it tight. If you making tightly, big issue. Because after snake bite, if you making tightly mean that venom will stuck everywhere, it will kill all the tissue and everything. If you go to the government hospital, they'll give the treatment, your life is okay. Then finally they will cut your leg, otherwise they'll cut your finger. So that's what I'm saying. Don't cut tightly. You can take it small bandages. So just you can make it small band. So because of no need to shake your hand, no need to shake your leg. That's what you can make it light tight. And the 8th step is this 8th step. The first one is, anybody getting snake bite, you can take phone, immediately you can inform to the government hospital or ambulance or doctor. That is the first step you have to do after snake bite. The second step, we have to move immediately. If you stand there same place, try to bite second time. That's what, if anybody getting snake bite, you can go a little far. The third one is try to identify. Try to identify means you don't need to go closer. Just you can observe what kind of color, what is the length of the snake species. Just you can take it so that you can go to the hospital, you can inform to the doctor very clearly. That's what you can try to look, what kind of species. The fourth one is, anybody wearing tight pant or jewels or something like that, we have to remove all the jewels and everything. Anybody making tight pant means you have to change it to your pant. Otherwise, you have to cut your pant, you can make it loose. Otherwise, what is the thing is, after snake bite, your leg or your hand getting swelling, so that your pant, everything too tight means that all the venom will struck that the tissue will kill. So if you go to the government hospital, they will give the treatment. Finally, they will cut your flesh and everything. So because of very careful, anybody wearing tight pant or anybody wearing jewels or something like that, we have to remove immediately. Another thing is, we have to make, so cool the patient. Don't make it panic. What is the thing is, so many people, what they're doing is, anybody getting snake bite means the surrounding area, the people making the over panic and the patient get disturbed, patient getting high BP, patient getting heartbeat high. So finally the person will die. So that's what I'm saying. Anybody getting snake bite, so don't make it panic. Just you can keep calm, and you can give advice. It's nothing will happen. That's a small snake only. It's a bitten. You can go to the hospital. You can take treatment. So no need to worry about anything like that. You have to make them cool. And another thing, the sixth step is don't cut and don't suck the blood. That is a very important aspect. What they're doing is in cinema and everywhere, anybody get a snake bite, they'll take knife and they'll take some kind of blade, they'll cut the portion and they'll suck immediately the blood. Don't suck the blood, don't cut the things. So that is a big problem. Once the snake will bite me, the venom will go everywhere. That snake anti-venom will do the government hospital, it will get neutral after that. If we cut and we will suck the blood, nothing will happen, there is no use. So that don't make it this kind of things. Anybody getting snake bite mean, there are cinema, they will cut and suck. But in real life, anybody do like this, whoever cutting, whoever sucking the blood, that person can die. So that don't cut. And that's the only one solution is you have to make them cool. You have to take them to hospital in that area so that the patient will survive properly. Otherwise, there is no medicine at all in India. Only one medicine, snake antivenom serum only. So if you have any doubt regarding snake, you can ask. Because of here, I am keeping now one laptop, one system here behind my phone also. There are 3 network is moving. Even though I am getting broadband connection, but even though today I am getting signal network, I don't know what is the technology, I don't know exactly. So sorry. So you can see here now, the human in 2019 is like that. We are all outside, animals are inside. Present situation in 2020 onwards, we are all inside, animals are outside. This is a fact. This is the nature is replying us. So if you do the good thing, definitely the animals also do good things. The nature also give the good things. If you do the bad thing, so now presently we are facing this pandemic situation. Now we are all inside, the animals are outside. You can see this is what happened. The animal is reacting like this. So what is the thing is that the simple step for beginner, the bigger changes, we have to make this only. Make chemical-free homes, stop single-use plastic, recycle, and plant a tree, save electricity, save water, start composting, use cloth bag or moss, keep water and food for the birds, and the lake cleanup. There are so many programs conducted by Forest Department. So you can involve with the Forest Department, you can make it clean our environment. So wherever you're going, the tourist area and everywhere, don't put any polythene bag, don't put any water bottle or anything. Because of this will affect more animals in who are going to Sabarimala. There they're throwing all the polythene bag, everything. The elephant, it's eating all the food and everything with the plastic bag. And so many animals got, it's died. Also, who are going to trekking area inside the forest, there somebody is taking alcohol, drinking, then they're breaking the bottle, they're throwing inside the forest area. That elephant, that leg inside it will go the small piece of glasses, that elephant cannot walk. Elephant can walk minimum 150 to 200 kilometers. It will drink 250 liters of water, and minimum it will take 150 kgs of food per day. So when you are throwing the bottles, glass bottles, it will go small piece of that glass inside the leg, the elephant leg. The elephant cannot move, it will die. There are so many incidents happen, especially in the tourist area. So whoever going to the tourist place or tourist spot, please, whatever you're taking to the forest area, returning time, you can bring your water bottle, bring your polythene bag, bring your whatever is the remaining food is there, don't feed to the animals, you can back. So if you make like these changes, definitely our environment is very good, precious to us. It's a God gifted to us. So we are getting everything from the environment, like water, food, we're getting air, everything from the nature. One human want to live minimum 5 to 10 trees need for one human. In our house, we having 5 people, 10 people. One house at least need minimum 50 trees. How many people is doing plantation is nothing. So we having almost a Tirupati area campus, Padmavati, Mahila University campus having so many trees. On roadside, there are so many trees are gifted, are God gifted to us. At least you no need to plant, but no need to disturb the habitat, no need to cut the tree, no need to disturb the animals, don't kill it the animals. So whatever you can give in the summertime, keep one bowl of water outside your house. You can keep some rice and grains outside your house. The sparrow will come, other animals will come and eat. And definitely the animals also enjoy. You also happily will enjoy, your future generation also enjoy. So this is the one thing is I am going to finalize this. Respect to the nature, simplify our life. This is a very important aspect. Nowadays, so many people thinking about, so keeping 3 cars, 4 cars, 5 cars, 1 house. They are taking almost 4 bikes, 5 bikes. That are unnecessary thinking. They are keeping so many things. So also they are not respecting the nature. They are doing all those things. They are cutting the things and everything. So the conclusion is we have to respect the nature. We have to simplify our life. So if we make like this, the environmental health, animal health, human health is the one health to protect our environment, save our wildlife, so that our future also good, our generation also good. So let us join our hand together to save our wildlife. So sorry for thing because of between I got so many disturbances, especially for internet connection. Even though I keeping already said 3 connection, but getting sorry for the trouble for between this my presentation. So thank you so much for once again giving this golden opportunity. If you're having any doubt regarding snakes or animals, please welcome. Thank you.
Okay, sir. Thank you very much, sir, for
Thank you,
accepting
madam.
our invitation and delivering excellent and informative talk on biodiversity, types of biodiversity, importance of food web, detail about animal habitats, conservation strategies in India, role of animals in ecosystem, detailed about different types of snakes and the treatment of snake bites, with colorful and also interesting slides, and sharing your valuable time and sharing your knowledge with young scientists and scholars, students and faculty members. Once again, thank you very much, sir. I will hand over the session to convener of the webinar, Professor Madam.
Thank you, sir, for enlightening us with the types of biodiversity, such as the genetic, species, ecosystem diversity, food web in detail, and also conservation strategies in India. And you have highlighted the types of snake. So very interesting, sir. Now I request the participants to interact and give their feedback. Participants, please respond. Participants? Participants from India, participants from abroad. School children. Many schools have participated, the teachers and the students of Kiran English Medium School, Sri Chaitanya Techno School, ZP High School, Managalapalam ZP High School, Sitarampuram, Diet Karveti Nagaram, Akkad School. Please respond. Interact and give your feedback, please.
It was very informative, madam.
Please introduce yourself.
I am Akshaya, madam, 9th class.
From which school?
GS Madam School, madam.
From which school, ma?
Sri Chaitanya, madam.
Okay. Tell us about the webinar and how it is useful. Participants from Malaysia, Dr. Arifullah, Dr. Ismail, thank you for joining.
Yeah, good afternoon, madam. Thank
Good
you very
afternoon,
much.
Dr. Arifullah, how are you?
Thank you. It's my great pleasure to join this event. Especially thanks to Dr. Budesh sir for giving a very informative and very useful talk, which is highly useful in our daily lives. Yeah, I'm Arifullah from University Malaysia, Kelantan, Malaysia. I'm talking. I'm very happy to join. Some of our colleagues also with me joining this today's interesting event here. I think Professor Nick Mazuki also is joining, our professor from the Faculty of Agro-Based Industry. And there are our lot of dear students also joined this event. Yeah. Thank you for giving this up.
Thank you, sir. Thank you.
Thank you, Dr. Arifullah, for your valuable feedback. Dr. Ismail. There are participants from Nigeria, Indonesia, USA. Please interact. Participants from different departments of University of Sri Padmavati Mahila Vishwavidyalaya, other universities. Research scholars of our university and other universities. School teachers.
Madam, the speaker who spoke in the beginning, the first speaker, is available now. I'm sorry, I don't remember the name.
Speaker is available, ma. Speaker is available.
Okay, yeah. Just I want to ask a query to Madam. Yeah. Whether Madam, the Geological Park Tirupati is accepting the students for their internship for doing their projects like final year projects and training programs, especially from the abroad student. Is there any provision to accept for internship?
Excuse me, ma.
Hima Shailaja madam will interact. Curator of the SV Geological Park.
Yes, madam. Yeah, that's what I'll
give our madam's phone number to you.
Okay. Okay.
Because now she is busy with the World Wildlife Day celebrations.
Okay. Okay. Thank you, madam. Yeah, sure. I will keep in touch with you, madam.
Okay. Oh.
Madam, I am Sivigna from 9th.
Please introduce yourself.
I am Sivigna from 9th class, talking from GS madam.
Okay.
I like this webinar and it is very informative, madam.
Thank you.
Thank you.
Any other participant?
Good morning, madam. Good morning, madam. This is Likita from GS Mada 8th class, madam. Thank you for giving this information to us, madam.
Thank you. Thank you, ma. Thank you so much. Please introduce yourself.
Good afternoon, madam. I'm J. Sadhik Raghav, madam.
Okay.
And the topic here is helpful for our future, madam, to protect wildlife and everything. Thank you for giving this class, madam.
Thank you, ma'am. Thank you. Mrs. Scholars from SPMVV. Any other participant?
Excuse me, Dr. Budesh Gupta, sir.
Yes,
Can
sir.
I
Yes,
ask?
sir. Yes, sir.
Can I ask a
Yeah,
question?
Yes, sir.
Yeah.
Yes, sir.
It was very interesting to listen that about that the snake which bites to the human, but we cannot find any what do you call signs of the bite. That kind of snakes are available in other countries also, like Malaysia, Singapore, and the neighboring countries. Is it available, that snake here?
But India we having that. That's called
Okay.
In other countries also might be there, but I don't know exactly. But India we having those so many snake species, almost 300 snake species is recorded in India, and the world almost 3,000 snake species is there. In the 300 snake species, the big four venomous snakes is the four: Cobra, Kite, Russell's viper, and Saskatoon viper. In Cobra, Russell's viper, Saskatoon viper, you know the symptom. We know the that pain. We know you can feel the nervous system will affect. Sometimes will affect the chemotoxin. But this kite, we don't have any symptoms so far. So because of in the 50,000 people dying because of snake bite, especially in India for kite bite. Because of when you are sleeping on night timing, the kite will bite and it will go. But we don't know. That person cannot see the snake. Then after 45 minutes, they're getting suddenly stomach pain means they thought it's a normal pain. They thought it's a normal heat purpose we were coming like this. Otherwise, yesterday we had food. That's what is getting stomach pain like that. Careless, actually, they're getting people. They're taking medicine, mean tablet, they're taking kashayam. They keep on delaying. Finally, is getting more pain. Then only they're going to the hospital. So what I am giving awareness towards this presentation means, anybody getting night having stomach pain, don't delay, don't take tablet, don't take any kashayam. You can go immediately to the hospital. Doctor can check up. Doctor can take your blood sample and it will do the test and everything. If really the venom is there, they will give the treatment. There is no venom, they will give the normal tablet or something like that. You can come back to home. But no need to take a decision ourselves to stay and delay in house itself.
Okay. Thank you, sir. Yeah, it's a bit scary and wonderful thing to know. Yeah, I never heard about it before this.
It's a very, yes, sir, yes.
Yeah. Thank you, sir, for giving the good knowledge about it.
Thank you so much. Thank you, sir. Thank you.
Students from government schools, ZP High School, Managalapalam, ZP High School, Sitarampuram, Diet Karveti Nagaram. Chaitanya School, Kiran English Medium High School. Students from Akkad School. Or any participant? Government school students would like to give feedback. We'll wait for 3 or 4 minutes.
Hello?
That trying government school.
Hello? మన కాలేజీలో పెట్టుకుంటాం, మన కాలేజీలో లోపల పెడతాం.
Hi, Auntie. Hi, sir. Good afternoon.